Jaguar Project 7, 2016, only 50 of them in the US. We were lucky enough to be able to get one at a steal. 575 horsepower, supercharged. It's just instantaneous. Whoa!
Listen to that sound.
That's what this car is about, the sound. The open top. If you're a car fan, when Jaguar announced this F-Type, oh man, it broke a lot of hearts. It was just beautiful. I love driving this car either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. It's a perfect Miami winter car because it doesn't rain much in the winter. We're gonna stop now, show you around the car, and tell you more about how I purchased it. Really interesting story. So I already told you how anxious I was to get this when they first announced it. And let me tell you how and why I waited as long as I did. So the car came out at 2016. So 4 years later, the depreciation curve just worked in my favor. And I noticed in Bring a Trailer that one of them has sold for about $147,500, if I recall correctly. And I thought for myself, wow, that's at least $40,000 less than it had the sticker on originally. And I thought this is the time to do it. I had already missed out on a really, really great 575 Super America, and I was kind of trying to time it perfectly as well. And I said, I'm not gonna let the same mistake happen to me again. So for those of you that know me personally, know that I'm a dog with a bone. Once I want something, I pursue it with a passion, almost with a crazy focus, both in business and personally and professionally. But anyway, so the story behind it is that there was a car on Bring a Trailer that I bid up to $156. I was a high bidder, but the guy didn't want to sell. He wanted way more money, and I wasn't willing to go anything above that price. Eventually, a month later, I found this car because I couldn't sleep. I suffer from a bit of insomnia sometimes, and I started Googling on the internet. I found this one in a dealership, a Jaguar dealership in Minneapolis. Turns out, talked to the sales manager the next day. The guy says, we can make a deal happen. We worked out a deal, and I paid $147,000, which is the same price I would have paid for that original car on Bring a Trailer. I tell you what, to my surprise, I got 2 years of extended warranty on it. Plus, the original owner had already done the PPF, and that saved me $5,000 or $6,000. I've got to tell you, it was a win-win for everybody. I couldn't have been happier to get one finally, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's a spectacular car. When they first announced this model, I was head over heels in love with it. I just think it's just gorgeous. It's properly designed. It's got great spacing, beautiful curves on it. It just hits all the right notes. You see, every so often you'll have a design element that pays homage to the racing D-types of the 50s. And that's apparent here with this white stripe across the front of the hood, and also with the fairing behind the driver. If you recall, the mid-50s, the Jaguar D-types were very successful as race cars. And one of their design elements was that fairing behind the driver. We've got carbon fiber abounds all over this car. So we have a carbon fiber wing. We have this gorgeous rear diffuser, all in carbon fiber, very nicely sculpted. You've got those industrial looking exhaust pipes that are very, very cool. One of the coolest things I like about it is at night, you have these two taillights looking so bright, and it looks like there's two eyes of a Jaguar looking behind the car. Very, very cool. Let me also point out, we have these dark rims, these black rims. I don't usually like black rims. I know I have my GT2 RS with black rims, and it looks appropriate there. But when these are clean, they really pop. They're bright black, and they're very cool. They follow the design element of the carbon fiber. It's not carbon fiber, but it kind of looks like it could be carbon fiber. And we have this carbon fiber sill that just protrudes really, really far underneath the car. Adds a tremendous little touch to the car. And then you find on both sides, you have another beautiful piece of carbon fiber with a Jaguar stamped on it. You also have the mirrors in carbon fiber. And this huge, huge front splitter in carbon fiber. I'm almost to the point where I may want to buy one because I know eventually I'm gonna break it. So better to be safe than sorry. It's got PPF, but it just worries me that this is gonna get hit. And to finalize this car and its design, the front grille is pretty special because if you remember, the F-Type of this generation had a bar coming across that added support. Well, they removed that bar, they put it behind the grille, gave it a beautiful open mouth, and this white band around it is really called lipstick. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It looks like a mouth. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video. I surely had a great time doing it. Any chance I get to drive this car, it's a good day in my book. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell people about this channel, will you? Help me out with that. Thank you for being around. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your comments are, and we'll see you here in the next one. Don't forget, be good to each other. Talk to you later.